Hey guys, welcome back to another episode. Today we're working on my Suzuki VL250 motorcycle. I've got Nate the shooter here coming to give me a hand to paint some things black. Follow us along this journey of turning a lot of the chrome into black on my motorcycle. Let's get into it. So we're going to be doing the forks, the front forks. We're going to be painting black, stripping off the brake disc of what I did last time. We're actually going to go into all the little grooves here and paint all these satin black. We're re-plasti dipping the edge just to tidy it up and make it look cleaner. What we're also doing today is there's chrome underneath this little 3D printed piece here. We're going to wrap that in black and then basically re-put the light on and reapply the 3D printed part. What else are we doing? I'm getting some new handles that are black. We are going to get rid of the Speedo chrome, replace that, repaint that or wrap that in black. Same with these little handle bits here. Last week Nate shot this up. We'll upload some time lapses of that so you guys can have a gaze, but far out this turned out mean. This is all chrome before. He's painted that black, which looks absolutely sick. We're just going to get rid of some of this other little minor details in here, some chrome and stuff on that. And then we're also touching up these little bits here, polishing these up, repainting them, which is sick. Same again here, we're going to be doing all the individual spokes like a satin black and then re-plasti dipping the lip here, as well as smoking out the back tail light, making that like a frosted black with the old nightshade here. I didn't realize this is like a product placement, eh bro? But that's going to be mean, and I'm getting my hands dirty on this one, so it's not just up to Nate to make this thing look good. So if this thing actually turns out pretty sweet, majority of the work will be done by me. Hey.
Yes.
Look at this, mate. Look at this. Attention to detail over here. This is the most tedious part of it, eh?
Yes, sir.
It's just getting all the tape in there into the little nooks and crannies and making sure that you cover up everything that you don't want to be painted. So we basically sanded everything back now. So everything that needs to be painted has been sanded. We're fine-tuning the last little parts of the masking process, and we're then ready for primer. It's looking tidy as. So primer is done now. Obviously we can't put primer and stuff on the plastic here, but all the metal parts and everything have the primer on there. The wheel and everything, this looks actually pretty funny being like silver. But yeah, primer's all done. Nate did a mean job shooting all that stuff up. So now it's time to actually put on the old satin black paint and see what the end result will basically look like. So a little tip that Nate just told me is always leave your cans of paint in the sun. It helps break up the paint itself and kind of get all the little bits to be not so clunky, so when you're actually spraying it, it's like a real fine mist. That's a trick that I never knew. I mean, I thought, I was told the way is to put it in like hot water, but the easier way, I guess, is just to leave it in the sun. There you go, there's Nate's top tips right there. Oh my gosh, this is looking like 10 times better. Even just now seeing this with like 2 coats of satin black on, it just popping like crazy. Next step, and I can't wait for this step, is to being able to bring it out in the sun. And that's basically just like us to do like spot checks to see what parts we haven't hit and sprayed correctly. So yeah, this bike is looking so sick so far. So we're just gonna finish off topping off this last little coat, then we're gonna bring it out in the sun. What do you think, bro? Seeing it in person now out in the sun.
Solid.
So good. Man, I wish you could see how shiny it is. It's like not gloss, obviously it's not matte, it's satin, but it's just like the perfect level of shine. That's so sick, bro. Mean job so far, man. Damn. And that looks so sick in the sun. Right, now it's time. We've done a little quick of a spot check on the bike. There's no real imperfections. We've just got to do another couple of coats, so we'll bring the bike back inside. So while we're waiting for the paint to dry before we do the last step and go around and plasti dip the bases of all the rims of the wheels, we're now going to take off these 3D printed parts. They're 3D printed, and Nate's got some wrap. We're going to wrap this chrome bit here. So yeah, we'll wrap that black, wait for the paint to dry. Once that job's done, the paint will be dry, then we'll be able to hit those wheels for the last time, and then job is done. Look at that, one side perfect, the other side's just like. Right, so this is the tedious part of the job. I've now got to go around with Nate and mask out all of the black that we've painted on the spokes, so when we spray paint the plasti dip, it doesn't go on to the new black spokes. So this is a super time consuming job and really quite frustrating, but you know what, just gotta power through it because the end results will be freaking worth it. Sick. All right, well, Nate's put me in charge of plasti dipping the front wheel, so follow me on this journey of mistakes to be made. That's how it's done. Spin the wheel. It's like the wheel of fortune up in here, right? Okay, the moment is here. Time to unmask everything now. We'll probably leave some of the mask on the wheels just for a little bit longer while they set, but we're going to unmask the rest of the bike, roughly see how it looks, and we're just going to fit the headlight on and the 3D printed parts. By the time that's done, the wheel should be dry enough for us to remove the mask, and then we'll be able to bring it out into the non-sub-existent sunlight and go from there. Damn, that looks so good, man. I'm getting new ones of these 3D printed up. That comes down the full length there, but far out, that looks sick now being full black. Damn. A little bit of chrome there.
Yep.
Shh, wasn't me, wasn't me. All right, so a bit of bad news. We've come into a couple of hiccups at the moment. We tried just to do a little bit of a touch up on this little bit here and ended up screwing it up, so we had to kind of take some more time to do that. But I don't know if you can see this, it is turning into night. I mean, it's 7 o'clock at night now. Nate and I have been working on this since 9 o'clock this morning, so we're pretty shattered. But we've got about 90% of it done today, which is pretty sick. So we're gonna put a pause on it for tonight. Nate's gonna come back tomorrow morning and we're gonna smash out. There's about 4 more things to do. We've got to just do the wrapping over here of these 2 little chrome bits, the wrapping of this, re-plasti dipping this side here, and then putting that protective wrap on so my foot doesn't scratch off the actual paint itself. We'll also clean the back tire and just give that a good scrub just because of the overspray of the plasti dip and that type of stuff. So there is still about another hour or 2 worth of work. It's too late for tonight, so we'll put a pause there and we'll catch you guys in the morning. All right, so we kind of got on a bit of a roll here. So we've masked up again the rest of the bike. We're gonna start plasti dipping this part here again because we stuffed it up yesterday. Re-plasti dipping this. Nate being OCD, which is amazing for me because I'm super OCD and pedantic. He's like, oh mate, you've got a couple little stone chips on here, so I'm just gonna touch up this as well. And I was like, oh sick. I mean, I wasn't gonna say anything, but you know what? That's amazing. So we're gonna touch up these little parts here. Do the old gauge cluster up there as well. Then There's another little stone chip part over there that he's going to touch up. And then just in here, there's another little bit of Plasti dip that needs to be done. So we're going to be able to do primer on the chrome, primer on the metal parts over each side, and then 2 Plasti dip runs. Then, correct me if I'm wrong, bro, but that's basically all the painting done, besides the wheel touch-ups, yeah? So, we're almost there on getting everything prepped. So yeah, we should be able to shoot shortly. Now, as it says on Nate's shirt, that's some damn fine paint, son. Look at that. Nice. Nate's just heating up the old Plasti dip so we can hit this thing next. We'll shut the garage door again, and that's basically all the paint done. Alright, so we fully unmasked the bike. All the parts are looking flippin' sick. Nate's just going around now doing some touch up on the wheels, as well as just some other parts that have chipped, not from our spray, just on the bike in general over time. But basically the bike's done. We're gonna give it a wash down shortly. I've just taken out all the electronics and stuff that needs to be taken out for when you give a bike a wash. So yeah, we're just doing final touch ups, gonna let the paint set, and then we'll bring her outside and give it a wash down before we then apply the wrap, which is the final part, the little protective wrap that goes over where the high contact points are. So yeah, we're just gonna do the touch up, bring her out, and give her a wash. So now we're going to use Bowden's own Mega Snow. The reason that you do a touchless wash is because the paint and everything's still fresh, so you don't want to get in there and give it a scrub and remove all the paint. So basically what this does is it sticks to the paint, pulls off any dirt, and then you water blast it off, and it's nice and safe on the fresh paint. So let's get on with it. Who says it can't snow in October, eh? Now with the dwell time, you want to leave this kind of for 5 minutes, so the foam kind of turns into like a liquid. So it starts off really thick and then starts pulling itself away when it turns into like a liquid form. Once it's hit that stage, you then want to hit it with a water blaster and safely remove it. That looks so sick. We've given that a full clean down now. Nate just gave it a bit of a blow dry. I think that looks mean. We're just going to bring it back inside, make sure it's fully dry, and then start applying the protective wrap on the parts that need it. And I think besides that, bike's done. All right, well, moment of truth now. The bike is officially done. It looks so solid. Cheers, bro. That looks freaking sick. It looks amazing. So basically everything that's been done is the engine bay. We did some touch up on the covers, repainted them black. Any other chrome that was on the bike has been painted black. The wheels, we've Plasti dipped the lip green. The spokes have been done black. This little part over here we've repainted black and wrapped this part behind here in satin. Any bolts on the top, including these parts here, have been painted black. The gauge cluster we've repainted black, retouched up this with Plasti dip. What else? Yeah, all the back wheels have been redone, same as the front. And then just a couple of minor little touch-ups, repainting the exhaust to be the same satin black instead of just being a matte black. So finer little details, but man, this thing makes a huge difference now that everything is done. It looks absolutely amazing, bro. You outdid yourself, man. It looks so sick. The last little step now is to bring her outside into the non-existent sun, take a look at it, and then go for a ride.